Everybody, is Tia Deshay. This is a reading for today, Thursday, February the 23rd, 2023. It is 11:39 a.m. and a little child will lead them, divining our children's future. Brought to you by Mere Moments with Tia Deshay. Some housekeeping, all for the entire month of February. All for the month of February. For the entire month of February. I have been on my LinkedIn page, which is under Deandra Averhart, Deandra Averhart, and on my Facebook business page, Mirror Moments with Tia Deshay. I have been highlighting hoodoo influencers for the month of February, since this is Black History Month, and this was my contribution to Black History Month, the way in which I honor Black History Month. I mean, I'm extra Black for Black History Month, Black all the time, all year round, but extra Black History Month. But the way I chose to honor Black History Month this year was for each day, I missed one day. I missed a Sunday. But so far, today is the 23rd. So for 22 of the 23 days, I have highlighted an influential figure in hoodoo. So if you want to look at that, you can follow my LinkedIn page under Deandra Averhart, or you can go to my Facebook business page, Mirrored Moments with Tia Deshay, and you can learn about the different key players or pioneers or influencers in hoodoo. And the reason why I did that is because there's no shade to Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and all of the typical, traditional, quote unquote, air quotes, Black figures that we hear about during Black History Month. I wanted people to know about another aspect of our history that you would never know about or learn about if you aren't into hoodoo. You definitely not going to learn about it in school. You definitely not going to learn about it from your parents unless they practice hoodoo. And I think it's important that as Black people, we cannot rely on other people to tell our story and to tell our history, that we have to expose the world to our history. And so that was my intention, to expose the world to a part of Black history that many don't know about, which is the influencers of hoodoo, the people who practice hoodoo. And because they practice hoodoo, one effect of them practicing hoodoo is that we're not enslaved anymore. A lot of people don't know that one of the reasons why we are not enslaved physically here in America is because of the ancestors who practice hoodoo. So go follow that. Also, I started a new Bible study series. It's on restitution. It's called The Big Payback. It's time for the big payback. Go ahead. I have 2 videos uploaded. It's 2 more to go. We've already started our restitution series. It's time for restitution, y'all. So make sure you engage in that. And so today are Isaiah 11:6. The reason why I do this from the NIV version of the Bible, and I'm getting the dice ready. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf and the lion and the yearling together, and a little child will lead them. For some reason, when I read this verse today, I see the world card. Isaiah 11:6. For some reason, to me, today it represents the world card in tarot. So if that speaks to anybody, go look at the world card in tarot. All right, remember, my divination is for our young people, okay? If you are a parent, a mentor, a legal guardian, if you have influence over children in any type of way, then these readings are for you. And remember, it's a general reading, so it may apply to you and it may not apply to you. And as you were hearing, I was shuffling the dice. I'm using dice today for divination, okay? and I'm using the book Dice Wisdom. So we're going to look at understanding yourself. Let's look at the children that we are called to take care of, that we are responsible for. We're going to look at what the universe wants them to be, the personal qualities required, and a specific action required. And if you are a teenager watching this, this is for you. Okay, so here we are. The first one is what the universe wants you to be. Oh, the dice are jumping out of my hand. Okay, so let's go. All right, I rolled a 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 1. So let's look at it. So the universe wants you to be connected. If you had a question in mind, the answer is no. And the supporting gem, if you work with crystals, to look at celestite. 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 All right, physical plane. Rolling a 6 and a 1 asks you to pay close attention to how things are connected together, how things relate to each other, and the atmosphere of your question. This combination indicates that there is a bigger issue than what you perceive now connected with the question. This issue may or may not be known to you at this time, but it is an important aspect of the outcome. Your question affects others and is also a larger issue than you originally thought. Keep an open mind to the energy around you today. The answer will come through an unexpected resource. The impact of what you propose to do is bigger than you can grasp now. Okay, so what the universe wants you to be. The universe wants you to be connected, wants you to realize the reciprocal aspect of your decision making. That what you do today is not only affecting you, but it's affecting other people, people you haven't even met yet. What you don't do today is affecting your future. So that's what Spirit is saying with this particular one. That parents, we really need to start teaching our children how connected they are. Let them learn from a young age that their existence matters. They are not here by accident. And what they do or don't do will have consequences. I really truly believe we do not teach our children that. It's like one of those things that you just learn as you get older, but no one sat down and really explained the concept to you about how connected you are to everybody. That what you do will affect you and affect other people, people you have not even met yet. And that we need to pay attention to both, even though this what I just read, it said about what did it say, is a bigger issue than what you perceive. Okay, maybe that's not what I was looking for, but even the small things lead up to big things. So you deciding to sleep in 10 minutes later and you were late for school has a larger effect than the fact that you were late to school. And we need to start teaching our children this. Start really having this conversation about how they are connected. They matter. And we tend not to do that. We tend not to really explain to our children how they are connected, how they matter to us. Tell them how, like, the decisions they make or don't make, how it affects us, how it affects the household, how it affects the bloodline, how it affects them and the people that they have to interact with on a day-to-day basis. That conversation needs to be had. Spiritual perspective, there are no accidents. Every moment or event in your life has directed you to this question, and you are not ready to ask it until now. Your emotional state, your wisdom, and your preparedness have brought you to this current situation. You are being asked to consider your place in the universe and how it all interrelates around you. You are at a sacred place now in your heart and in your life. This is the brink of enlightenment. The understanding that your presence on this earth is as precious as every other element, that your being contributes a unique vibration. I said that before I even read this. Consider celebrating the divine timing of all things and the patient, almost assumed assurance of your chosen path. You are given a moment of excited anticipation of something astonishing about to be born. The greatest achievements arrive once we realize the purpose of our lives. Acknowledge the people that you admire with the silent recognition that they too have been at this exact point at some time in their lives. The instant before the acclaim, success, and understanding are the powerful reasons we have chosen to live in human form. I just said this in my Hoodoo Bible study series today. I said it about how success, the people that we admire, celebrities or people that we consider wealthy, influencers, successful, um, their success began because they had a moment where they realized that they were divinity in action, that they were a manifestation of God. And they stopped seeing themselves as others saw them, and they started seeing themselves as God saw them. And the moment that they did that and they held on to that is the moment that their success began. I just said that in the Bible study series for today. Then think of all the people who have assisted you to this time in your life and send them their deserved admiration in your heart. You have always directed the abundant energy of your intent. Now it manifests. You can write the following affirmation on a slip of paper. I now have the capacity to appreciate all the circumstances that brought me here. I now have the capacity to appreciate all the circumstances that brought me here. I now have the capacity to appreciate all the circumstances that brought me here. That's the affirmation that you can work on for today, or one of the affirmations that you can work on for today if you so choose. So all of this is just reiterating what I just said. What the universe wants you to be. The universe wants you to be connected, so that you connected to the source, the divine mind within you. The universe wants you to know that you are connected, that everybody is connected. Everybody that you encounter in your life, you encountered them for a reason. Even if they hurt you, even if they made you cry, even if it wasn't a quote unquote feel good experience, it was a reason why you all needed to meet. And if you are a guardian or a parent listening to this, it is time for you to have that conversation with your child. If more people had this conversation growing up, they would have become more mindful of the decisions that they made. When you realize how connected we all are, what you do inside your home and you think no one's watching or listening, and only you can see yourself, or the people in your home can see you, it does not mean it's not going to affect the people on the outside. I used to say that all the time to my neighbors. To one of my neighbors, I used to say it all the time. I'm like, people think that just because you do it, because you do it behind closed doors, it doesn't affect the people in the neighborhood, in the community. It does. Everything we do will eventually affect the people around us. We don't live in a bubble. It will affect you in some way, shape, or form. What you do behind it will affect you. It will affect the people around you in some way, shape, or form. What you do behind closed doors, it will be exposed in some way, shape, or form. You could be the messiest person in the world, but people can see you on the outside as neat, clean, put together, all of that. I guarantee you that messiness is going to show up in some way, shape, or form. It's going to show up at your job. It's going to show up when you're in school and you have to do a group assignment, and you pull out your notes, or you go into your book bag and your papers are all over the place, or you know, you're all over the place when it's time to contribute your part to the group work. And you're thinking, oh, no one sees my house, no one sees that I'm messy and I don't clean up, but they will see it. It will manifest itself on the outside. Teach your children this. That's what the universe wants you to be: connected. Connected not only to the divinity within you, but connected to have a sense of connection to everything around you. Everything around you is affected by you. Do you understand, young people, that if you were not here, the vibration would shift? The world would not feel the same if you were not physically here. If you want proof of that, think of someone that you loved dearly or that you were close to that died. It shifted. Your world is not the same. That person's energetic vibration is no longer here on the physical realm, and it's not the same. People are affected by people's death or when they leave this physical realm. There is a shift in energy and vibration felt all over this earth plane. So that's what the universe wants you to be: connected. Let's look at the next one. The personal qualities required. What are the qualities that are required of you to be connected and to see yourself as a piece of the whole, as an integral piece of the whole, an important piece of the whole? What personal qualities are required? 4 and 6. 4 and 6. Luck. If you work with crystals, the supporting mineral is jade. The answer is yes. Rolling the combination 4 and 6, this is the second time 6 has come up, represents how luck applies in your life. Examine whether you attract good or bad luck and modify your perspective accordingly. Though this number sequence frequently resonates with gamblers, inventors, and investors, it also applies to those successful individuals who have taken large risks or leaps in life. These powerful individuals rarely dwell on negative past experiences and typically view themselves as fortunate and positive. You are exactly where you must be to experience success and good fortune. Decide that you are lucky and you will be. So the personal qualities that you need to that are required, that you need to develop is if you're a young person listening to this, or if you're a parent or a legal guardian listening to this, what you need to develop in your children is resilience, perseverance, commitment, discipline, positive thinking. Not and not trying to sound like cliche-ish, if that's a word, but controlling your thoughts, knowing that everything works for your good, everything. And I just said that with the first one, is that no matter what, even if the experience that you had with a person wasn't the best experience, you needed that person. You needed every relationship, every encounter up until this point to make you the person that you are today, to bring you to this point where you are today. So the personal qualities required is you need to have a sense of introspection, learn how to reflect. Teach your children how to do a self-review. Teach them that. Say, okay, a month has passed or 2 months has passed. Let's look at your life and see, have you accomplished the goals that you wanted to accomplish? Have you, how do you feel about how your life is going so far? We need to start teaching our children these qualities. Teach them perseverance. Teach them commitment, discipline, resilience. Teach them that you are attracting everything in your life. If you say you broke, you're going to be broke. If you say you don't have it, you're not going to have it. So parents, when you're saying that, oh, we broke, we can't afford that, put that back. Or money don't grow on trees. Or you're always talking negative. Oh, you can't do that. You're teaching your children about the law of attraction, the law of influence, the law of correspondence, the law of cause and effect. You're teaching your children that if you want good things to be attracted to you, then you have to start making or creating an atmosphere where they are welcome. Show your children that money is not going to be welcome in a household where y'all always arguing about money, or it's always, we don't have enough. Where's that going to come from? Or you just wasteful, or whatever negative things that you say about money. Money is not going to be attracted to that environment, and you're teaching your children that. So teach them about what they say and what they think. That's a personal quality that's required for them being who the universe wants them to be, which is connected. Okay? Because when you're connected, when you are connected to the source, to the divinity within you, then you realize that your decisions are going to affect other people. You realize if you don't speak the words of God, how it's going to affect other people. That's why it's important to develop the quality of speaking what you want, not what you don't want. Spiritual perspective. We create our own luck by deciding where we want to be in life and pursuing those goals. I just said that. True luck is about the energy we create in and around us. It is about being prepared at all times for the perfect opportunity, whether that is looking your physical best during a chance meeting or having your credentials available at the time they are requested. Teach your children one of the qualities they need to have is to always be prepared. Don't get ready, be ready. Teach your children that to always be ready for opportunities. If they want to be a successful inventor, they need to always be ready to show their product or their invention. They got to be ready to talk about it. They got to be ready. When somebody asks them about it, they got to be ready to tell them about it. They can't be like, oh, well, stumbling over their words. Teaching our children to be prepared. These are all personal qualities required. If you think the world is against you and nothing good happens in your life, then you are right. If instead you realize that you have exactly the tools in any moment to make your life more joyous and purposeful, then you have changed your luck. People do not win major contracts, radiant health, or jackpots unless somewhere within themselves they believe they deserve them. Lady Luck is not fickle. She is instead seeking worthy companionship. Doubt is your biggest enemy now, and while it is not recommended that you bet the farm, it is suggested that you open your mind to the idea that the universe is always supporting you to live the happiest life you can imagine. Once you can comprehend that real luck is about opening your heart to love, then you can have anything you want. Recognize and manage your luck well. Do not abuse or waste the luck that is coming to you. The more love in our heart, the greater the luck in our lives. On a slip of paper, write the following affirmation. I am at all times blessed, loved, and lucky. I am at all times blessed, loved, and lucky. I am at all times blessed, loved, and lucky. All right, let's look at our last one. Specific action required. We're going to look at specific action required. All right, let me get these dice going in my hand. Six came up again. 3 times the number 6 has come up. Okay, y'all? So, all right, 6 and 5. And then we'll be closing this reading out. 6 and 5, destiny. No. If you had a question, supporting gem, iolite. Physical plane. Rolling 6 and 5 tells you that fate, karma, and destiny are supporting your every action now. Though this casting supports action soon in relation to your question, it actually is more of a time of questioning all the events that have brought you to this moment. You are about to enjoy the swing of circumstances in your favor, and it is timely to prepare for that change. Study every communication coming toward you now with the perspective of preparing for action. One of the items you receive will grant you clear indication of timing. You are patiently awaiting your call to action. That is so crazy because we're looking at specific action required, and it's saying here any communication that you have coming to you, you need to study it. Study it. Don't jump on it as soon as you hear it. Don't take it for face value. I almost fell in that trap today. Woo! And I had to check myself. Like, because the information I received, it wanted to lower my vibration, and I had to check myself. I was like, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. So make sure any communication that you receive, you study that communication. Don't take it for face value. Don't make a decision based on what you receive at the moment. Study it. Get more information. Because it's saying here that it's going to put you in a position where the universe wants you to be, which is connected. Okay? Connected. And it's about divine timing. That everything has to be in place. Everything has to be aligned or in alignment, so everything is working toward your good. Okay? Because remember, it's not just you. It's not just you. Make sure you let your child understand this and notice. And parent, if it's a decision that you need to make, remember, it's not just you. This is going to affect your children. So make sure you stay in alignment because your children are watching you. Whatever this is, your children are watching you. You're setting the example of how to manifest, of how to create your own luck, of how to be in alignment with your destiny. So make sure that any communication you receive, you fact check, you double check, and you wait for instructions. I'm telling y'all, go listen to the Bible study for today. The Bible study for today is, are you the payer or the payee? Are you the payer or is it, yes, I've just got it transposed. Are you the payee or payer? Are you the payee or payer? That's the Bible study for today. I talk about all this in the Bible study for today. About being in alignment and about waiting for instructions. All right, spiritual perspective. This combination typically appears when you are ready to move forward, yet circumstances seem to be working against you. It is very important that you allow yourself permission to tackle the test of waiting and do nothing that works against your progress. I said this in today's Bible study. I said it. The moment to action will be so obvious that there will be no question about the timing to act. In your divine state, you have chosen this moment. This time represents great potential when your energies and the energies around you have formed critical mass. Something magnificent is about to be born, and your mundane human self cannot rush the process. Simply allow this opportunity to unfold with the patient Simply allow this opportunity to unfold with the patient expectancy of something superb. Be confident. Simply allow this opportunity to unfold with the patient expectancy of something superb. Be confident that all your challenges and clear focus are about to be rewarded. Consider how your environment must change to accommodate your new way of life and prepare for that change as you wait. You won't have time to attend to all the small things once your door opens for you. Connect, there's that word connect again. Connect with all of the people who have supported you through all of your challenges and let them know you are expecting something big any moment. Enjoy the anticipation of something great developing for you. Watch the universe unfold for you. Get ready, get ready, get ready. It's time for the big payback. It's time. You need to be in position. Young people, you need to be in position. Parents, legal guardians, I don't know what's about to pop off in your life. I don't know what's about to pop off in your child's life, but it's something big. And you need to be in position for it. You need to make room for it. Be prepared because once it drops, you're moving fast. You're moving fast. And you're not going to have time to get ready. You got to be ready. This is a word. This is a word for your children, or this is a word for you that's going to affect your children. Don't you block your blessing by speaking negativity. Remember I said the communication before you repeat what's being told to you. Make sure you fact check, or make sure you follow up with but you know, you don't want to sabotage what you're on the brink of. This reading is saying either your children have been putting in the work, or you have been putting in the work, and it's about to pay off. And you're all connected to this. Children, you're connected to your parent. Parents, you're connected to the child. And you don't want to mess this up. A lot is riding on this. A lot is riding on this. It will change the trajectory of not only your child's life, but your life as well. Or if it's a child or a teenager listening to this, this is going to change the trajectory of your life and your parents' life as well. Awesome reading for today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The affirmation for today is, or for this one is, it is easy to wait for my magnificent and brilliant adventure to begin. Don't get impatient. It is easy to wait for my magnificent and brilliant adventure to begin. It is easy to wait for my magnificent and brilliant adventure to begin. You there. You there. It's not time to give up now. Start making room. Start making room. And realize how connected you are. And don't forget about the people who got you to this point. Even the ones, like I said, where the experience between you and that person was not so good. Thank them anyway, because they contributed you to this point. Get your acceptance speech ready, young people. Or parents of young people, because this is going to affect your young person in your household. Get your acceptance speech ready, and thank your haters. Thank everybody that lied on you. Thank everybody that stole from you. Thank everybody that was jealous of you. Thank everybody that said you would never make it. Thank everybody that put obstacles in your way. Thank everybody that doubted you and gossiped about you. And thank everybody that didn't give you the promotion, or didn't give you the raise, or didn't give you the job. Thank them. Give them a hand clap, because they got you to where you are now, and they got you in position to receive your inheritance. You got to stay patient. The qualities you need to manifest or to exhibit is patience, perseverance, commitment, discipline. You got to be willing to take a risk, because it said, the oracle is speaking. It said that once it pop off, you're going to have to move. It's going to be fast movement. So you're going to have to take some risk. This is what you've been waiting for. You were born for a time such as this. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Or I should say, be ready, be ready, be ready. Be ready. And yes, get ready. Because the oracle has spoken and said it's time to start preparing and making room for what's to come, for what is coming. It's just things got to get aligned. Because remember, it's not just you. It's not just you. Parents, please teach your young people, your children, it's not just them. So when they get all frustrated and they slow up the process because they speaking out of frustration, you better let them know that it's not just you that is being affected by this. So you got to be patient and let things play out, and let the pieces fall where they may, where they need to be. Teach your young children this. Teach your children this, so they understand that concept, so they're not speaking out of frustration and then they blocking and messing up the whole the whole process, and then you got to start all over again. Teach them these spiritual keys and principles now so they understand it and can work with the law of attraction and manifestation. They can work with the law and not work against it. Woo! Telling you, I love doing this. I love it. Our young people will be so empowered. Our young people will be so empowered. Keep tuning in to this divination series for our young people, because they will be so empowered by listening to these messages being received and channeled through these divinations. All right, so thank you so much. This has been another divination for our young people. Once again, today is Thursday, February the 23rd, and it is now 12:14 p.m. And this has been Tia Deshay, and until next time, stay blessed and stay aware.